Okay, so today I wanted to go over a little bit of like taking it back to the basics and how we make our money and the best ways to utilize our time. So the way that we kind of work our business the most efficiently would be doing IPAs. So IPAs are income producing activities. So these are things that when you do it, there's going to be an outcome of potentially getting money from it. The more IPAs you do, the more you'll see your paycheck increase. So obviously we have our steps to success, which is our roadmap to success. So if you don't know what that is, you can either watch my other video that does go over steps to success, or you can even just go on your eSuites and you can go under documents and you can actually print one out and you can kind of go through that. I wanted to show you what it looks like so that when you see it, you'll recognize what it looks like. It looks just like this, step 1, 2, and 3. So income producing activities. I kind of made myself like a cheat sheet that I wanted to share with you guys. You guys are more than welcome to use it if you want. It is on our team page, RapCrack, or if you're on somebody else's team, you can ask them for it, or you can even make your own. This is what I came up with, and I just kind of used other leaders' suggestions and kind of came up with the top ones that I thought were the most efficient, as well as the ones that I've been doing on a daily basis. I don't do all of them on a daily basis. I just want to make sure you guys know that. It's your business. You work it however you want. So if you want to try to do all, I think there's like 20 something of them in one day, go for it. I could not fit them all in one day. We all have, whether it be, you know, another job, or whether it be a full-time family, or whether it be you have family stuff going on. Like there's so much things that we're doing in a day that you may not be able to get all of them done, and that is okay. I'll kind of explain to you on what I think the top, I think it was 5 that I picked that are like the most important that I do highly suggest you doing on a daily basis. But I'm going to do a screen share so you guys can see what I have here. Give me just a moment so I can switch it over. You can do this in an Excel spreadsheet, or what I like to do is use it as a Google spreadsheet. I just started using Gmail and stuff like that, so it's kind of new to me, but it's really, really helpful because then you can kind of take it wherever you go. I mean, we all carry our cell phones everywhere we go, so I found it a lot more beneficial to be able to, you know, hold it in my hand with my phone instead of having like bulk, you know, folders and stuff like that with me at all times. I now pretty much have everything virtually, so that like all I need is my phone, and that's my business. That's all I need to be able to build wherever I am. Okay, so I'm going to go over each one so that you guys all know exactly what they mean and not just list them. Okay, so I put it just like this into an Excel spreadsheet, or Google spreadsheet, what they all mean. IPAs, income producing activities. I put all of them down here, and I did categorize them in 3 different categories, which I'll go over. And then I did put 31 spots to the right of it, which means 31 days in a month. So I did also, this is from last month, so I'll have to change it. I do put down which day is Sundays, and that's what the S is for. So the reason for that, I'll explain that when we get to that point of the 3rd category. But it's really simple, and like you can even, if you want to do a Google spreadsheet, you can even download the app. It's free, and then you can actually look through everything, and it'll look just like this right on your phone. Okay, so whether you're religious or not, to each be their own. For me, I am very religious, and I pray over my business every day. And I not only pray over my business, but I pray over all of my team's businesses as well. So I think that's really important. I don't categorize that as an actual IPA, but I do categorize it as something that's extremely important to be doing on a daily basis. So that's like my number 1. Okay, so the next one is credit card declines. credit card declines is something that is the easiest income producing activity. The reason for that is because you've already done all the work. You've already, talked to your loyal customer, and you've already signed them up. They already like our products, but it may be that they got a credit card decline because of many different reasons. It might be they got a new credit card and they forgot to change over the information. It might be they moved and their shipping and billing address is different. It might be, I have noticed lately that if the credit cards have the chip in it, the computer system may decline the card, and the customer does have the money in their account. It's just the bank is having a precaution and saying, I'm not sure what this company is, and all they have to do is call their bank, and they just have to say, I do allow access to be able to run this activity, and the card will run. But they have to call their bank to give them the authority to do that. So it could be a number of different things. It's really simple. I guess I could show you guys where to find it real quick. If you go onto your eSuite, which is under your website, and you go into log in. Since it's the first of the month, you're not going to be seeing probably very many declines. I hope not. I haven't checked it today yet. That's why I'm going to do my IPAs as we go. But all you have to do is you go into reports. Then you go down into downline orders. You can check this from your phone as well. And then go through here. Oh, okay, look, there is a credit card decline. So if you actually click status one time, that's all you need, one time, it'll pull up all of the credit card declines in order of what you, as they order. So by the end, I recommend pulling your credit card declines every single day, just because then you don't have to, reach out to somebody who got a credit card decline back in like the 2nd of the month, and then you're reaching out to them the 25th. You should be doing it at least a weekly basis, if not a daily basis. It takes, that took me maybe 30 seconds to look, and you can send a really quick text to them just saying, or call them and just be like, hey, I just want to let you know your card didn't go through this month. I just want to make sure that you're going to be receiving your products that you wanted. I never tell somebody, hey, your credit card declined, because I would be embarrassed if somebody came to me and said that to me. So I don't want anyone else to feel that way. So I just, tell them in a very polite and very lackadaisical way, and just saying, I just want to let you know the card didn't go through. Can I help you with anything? Or do you have a few minutes to just check to make sure the credit card number is correct or your address is correct? Very simple. So that's how you do credit card declines. The good thing about this list is that you can go in and you can actually, okay, I just checked credit card declines and I wrote down the girl's name, so I can go back and I can message her. And if it's one of your distributors' loyal customers, which that was one of them, I would reach out to the distributor and I would text the distributor to let them know that their loyal customer got a credit card decline and they should be reaching out to their customer. So I put an X, done, check mark, done. Update hundreds lists and ask for follow-up and close. So this, I 100% say do this every day, because we should always be updating that hundreds list. You don't need the fancy piece of paper that has the hundreds list on it. You can literally have, I think mine are downstairs. I have I think it's 5 or 6 notebook pieces of paper that just in the last week, I was able to just accumulate all these new potentials. And it's really just by adding new people on Facebook, searching different new searches in the search bar. There's a lot of searches in the search bar. And let's say you want, other moms you want to be involved, search moms, or I'm a single mom, so I would search single moms, and it'll pull up, and if you click latest, it'll pull up the list of people who have recently talked about being a single mom, or it'll also talk about people who potentially need more money because they are a single mom. It's really I have a specific search that I use every single night. And I swear to you, every single time I search it, there are multiple people that are using this exact same wordage that has helped me pull up the potentials that could potentially be in our business and could use our business. I know that with me being a single mom, it's difficult. It's very difficult financially, especially when you don't have the support of, you know, the other parent figure. But if I'm in that same position, then there are other people out there too, and I'm the one that like I want to like reach out to every single one of them and let them all know, like, you're not doing it alone. You have other help. You have other supporters. And like right when you joined this company, I swear it was like overnight I met over 100 new friends of who like completely supported myself and my son. And you know, sorry, I'm getting on a tangent of our company because I love it and our team, but updating the hundreds list is 100% very important. And then asking for the follow-up and close. Always, this is like my rule of thumb, always ask at the end of the conversation. Don't end it with, okay, let me know, or okay, I'll talk to you later. No. And end it with them, letting them know, asking them, are you ready for me to put in your order? Or ending it with, let's say you said that and they said no. And say, that's fine. You know, we all need some time to think about things. I'll reach out to you next Thursday. Like, put a date, put a time. Is the morning or the afternoon good for you? And I'll reach out to you then and we'll touch base again. I just can't wait to see your results. And by you putting a date and a time, it's already them subconsciously committing to you, and you're committing to them. And you better believe you should reach out to them on that day, because they're going to remember that, you know, you said that you're going to reach out to them that time. And if you don't, that's going to be not looking good for you. What I do is I always set a reminder on my phone. If you have an iPhone, I just say, Siri, remind me on next Thursday to reach out to Jessica for the wraps or whatever product your potential is interested in. So always ask for the close, and end it with, if they aren't ready to sign up now, end it with setting up like an appointment with them the next opportunity, and write that appointment down in the calendar or have a reminder for it so that you know that you are holding yourself accountable to be reaching back out to them. And the more organization you have, I feel like in this company, the better you are. And it's not like you don't have to be like super organized. I personally am just like an organizational type person. I'm a sticky note freak. Like Excel spreadsheets are my thing. But if you don't have to be like that, as long as you're just following up with those potentials that you talk to, you'll be fine. Okay, so the next one, let me go back to my screen share. The next one is posting on social media, whether you're using Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, I don't know, whatever other ones you use. I only use Instagram and Facebook right now, just because those are the more prominent that I'm better at. So I kind of stick with what I know in the beginning of you know, my adventure with this company. I would like to venture out on some other ones when I feel like the time is right, but right now I'm good with just Instagram and Facebook. Posting on social media, I'm not going to go into detail about everything, but I am going to say it's really important, especially with the Facebook algorithm. It is October 2016 right now, and the Facebook algorithm did change recently. So it's a lot different to where you don't want to post too much, because that could mess up how many people are looking at your stuff. You don't want to post too little, because then, you know, nobody's going to be looking at your stuff. You're going to have no activity. But I do want to give some pointers, which is I would highly recommend posting at least 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and night. Morning, think about like when you're going to work or when other people are going to work, you know, around that like 6:30 to 8:30 time frame. Afternoon, when people are at lunchtime. I mean, people just scroll on their phone. That's what they do to pass time. I've seen numerous of people, like outside work on their lunch breaks, who are, whether they're eating and they're just scrolling, and like you can tell people are scrolling because they're like going like this with their thumb on their phone, or they're like smoking and just scrolling. That's what we're accustomed to doing now. So during that lunchtime range, which should probably be around like 12 to 2-ish. And then also at nighttime. I think nighttime is one of the most important, because a lot of us go to bed by creeping on people on Facebook or Instagram. It's just how it is. So in between the time frame of like 7:30 to like 11:30 is a really good time frame to do some posts. If you haven't already downloaded the app Buffer, it's amazing. It will pre-schedule your posts for you. It is a free app, and you can actually, let me go back to you guys seeing me. You can actually pre-schedule your posts, and you can set it at specific times that you want also, which is really, really, really helpful. When I started this business, I was working full-time, and I was going to night school, and I was raising a newborn on my own. So having an app that helped with that, with pre-scheduling, and me not having to worry about like, okay, I gotta post, was really, really helpful. And just my recommendation is make sure you check at the end of the day, you know, those posts that you did, because you never know, you know, people will be commenting on them and interested, and you don't want to look over those people who have commented on your posts. So posting on social media is very important, very, very, very important. Think about it. Like if you're, if you, let's say you have like a wonderful, wonderful product on hand, and you don't tell anyone about it, like, then you're not doing yourself justice. You're just like keeping it to yourself. Like you want to spread it out. Like if I could go on a rooftop, and if I could like go on a megaphone and be like, y'all buy these wraps, they're amazing, I would. And if the whole world heard me, wonderful. So this is like our way of kind of putting our voice out there with doing it on social media. And if you don't get likes and comments, it's okay, because people are still watching. I have had a number of people who have never commented, never liked, never done anything on my social medias, and it just takes that one post that really attracts them or relates to them for them to reach out to you, or for you even to reach out to them, and them tell you back, oh, I've been seeing all your posts, and I've been really wanting to talk to you, but I just didn't know how. Or I've been seeing your posts, and I really want to try the wraps, I just didn't really know like how much they were, or something like that. Like those people could be watching and you have no idea, but people are watching your consistency. So I highly recommend being consistent. Okay, so let me go back to my list here so you can see. Okay, so the next one is adding people on Instagram and adding people on Facebook. Those are two. You can put them in one if you want, but I like to hold myself accountable for both. My personal goal is 25 people per day, just because I really like to get that my friends list up, or my Instagram followers up. Instagram for me is a little bit newer. I just started it not too long ago, but I'm learning quickly, and you know, it's not hard. It takes time to build. Facebook is really easy for me, and I find it easy to find friends, because you can search like your same thing with Instagram. You can search hashtags of things that are familiar with you. So you're finding people who have similar interests as you. So like for me, I love like baby wearing, like with like one of those little carriers, but now my son's a toddler, so it's called toddler wearing, and like I do hashtag toddler wearing, and I found all these moms who like love toddler wearing, and I find that amazing. And because we're starting a relationship, we're starting a connection with talking about just, you know, toddler wearing, I'm starting a relationship to them to potentially talk to them about like what amazing products I have, or even business opportunity I have. And obviously, if they become a follower, they're going to start seeing some of my stuff, or a friend on my Facebook. They'll start seeing all my posts, and then they're probably going to be curious on what it is. I always say that curiosity, what was that saying? Curiosity kills the cat, or something like that. People are curious. Like it's hard not to be curious when they see all these pictures of like bodies who are transforming in front of their eyes, or you going live and you talking about like how much you love a product or something like that. Recently, I have learned it's not always best to just add your suggested friends on Facebook, because let's say I go and I add a whole bunch of It Works distributors who I wanted to be, you know, involved with. Let's say a whole bunch of our upline. The Facebook algorithm then will see, like, let's say I added 20 people that are all It Works distributors. Facebook is going to see that I am having a similar interest with all these It Works distributors, and they're going to start suggesting other It Works distributors that you may or may not know that they're already distributors. So instead of, and you adding distributors isn't going to make you money. Like, I'm just going to point blank put it out there. You adding people who have similar interests with you and starting relationships and really showing to them the products that we have are amazing is going to be building up that paycheck for you. Okay, so the next one is blitzing. Blitzing 5 people. 5 is kind of like the golden rule number. If you want to say add 5 people on Instagram, 5 people on Facebook, 5 blitzing 5 people, adding 5 people to your 100s list, like all these different, the 5 I feel is like a really comfortable number for people, but for me I like to push myself a little bit further. But I did put on here blitz 5 people a day. Think about it. If you just, I'm going to come back to me. If you just blitz 5 people, whether it be the person you see at the drive-thru when you go get lunch, whether it be the person at the toll booth if you're going through tolls that day, somebody at work, maybe somebody in the bathroom you see, and maybe, you know, if you wanted, blitzing can also be like talking to somebody through messages. The word blitz is just an action. So you're just talking to somebody about our business. But let's say the 5th person is, let's say you go to get your car serviced and your car, what do you call it, the person who helps you with the car and paperwork, whoever that person is, you blitz that person. That's 5 people right there that you were already going to come in contact with, but you just went a little bit above and beyond and gave them one of your cards. It's so simple to blitz. Keep it to the card. I don't think I have one with me. The card itself does the work for you. The front says, it's downstairs with my other notes. The front says, have you tried that crazy wrap thing? And then the back says, this is what it does. So it's like the front is like, this is what it is, this is what it does. Super simple. Keep it simple. Or if you don't want to get too much in detail about what it is, just go up to somebody and be like, hey, it's Customer Appreciation Day and I really wanted to give you this coupon. Or really want to give you this $5 off coupon. And then they're gonna be curious. They're gonna be like, what the heck is this? And then you have the opportunity to be like, oh, you've never heard of the skinny wraps? And they'll be like, no. And be like, oh, well, it's actually a wrap that helps tighten, tone, and firm in 45 minutes. And always have a wrap on hand, because you never know. You can be like, I actually have one on me right now. If you wanted to try it, I can sell it to you right here. And you can even, Facebook has the way to where they can just pay through Messenger, which is really cool. I've done that before. It works. It's easy. It's simple. It's secured. Also, you can do it through PayPal if you have one of the like Square card readers, or cash. But I really, really recommend just blitzing. It's so simple. So simple. You should just go out and just be like, here's a coupon. Or if you're going to the grocery store and you hand it, like I love couponing in general. Like I'm that type of person where like if I can get a really good deal, like I'm gonna get it. And so like I've actually given like the girl at the register my coupons. At the very bottom I put my Blitz coupon, and she's like, oh, this one's not for here. And I'm like, that I know, it's for you. I just wanted to give you a coupon. It's Customer Appreciation Day. And I've actually had someone call me and be like, well, what is this? So you never know who could use this opportunity or even want to try the wraps, or maybe even heard about the wraps before and they just didn't know where to get them. So blitzing is very, very important. Okay, so if you can see here, I put these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in bold. These are the 6 that I try to do every single day, no matter what. I just feel like those are the most important and highly effective in producing activities. Okay, so to keep going, team page interaction. If you are on RapCrack, which is Laura's team page and under, go on there and just talk about what you did for the day. If you blitz somebody, take a picture of you blitzing somebody. Or afterwards, if you're like freaking out, because I know the first few blitz that I did, I thought I was going to pee myself. And I went back to my car and I'm like, oh my God, I just did it. So if you're like super excited, get on the phone and go live and RapCrack and be like, I just did it. I just blitzed somebody. So share the excitement with us and like let us see what you're doing. And you know, if you just got a loyal customer, post it on RapCrack and let us know that you are doing awesome. Or if somebody on your team just got a loyal customer, shout them out on RapCrack. It's really good to be able to stay more connected with your team. I find that when you start feeling discouraged, best thing to do is to plug back into your team. Not, you know, if it's your team underneath you or if it's your upline team, just plug back in, because you'll feel the excitement from other people and you'll really feel like that extra oomph that you needed. Instead of looking for it everywhere, like it's already here. We're already here to give you that excitement back. And remember, like, why you started. Remind yourself what that why was and how important it is to you. And you'll get that that feeling again that you got when you just first started, because you're really engaging in similar minded people, as well as you're reminding yourself of that why, and that is going to push you no matter what, because that is the reason why you started, and that is the reason why you're making sacrifices to be able to provide or to get whatever that is. You're doing everything now so that it will be easier for you later. So team page interaction, get on there, talk to people. If you're in TWA, which is Casey's team and down, get on there and just talk about stuff. Talk about, what you've accomplished. Rat Crack is just a little bit more smaller because it is with Laura's team and down, so we're a little bit more personalized, that's the right word. But just whatever team that you're on, get on there and just be interactive with it. Okay, so let me go back to my list so you can see. Okay, so the next one is in contact with distributors. If you have anyone underneath you, make sure you're contacting them. Talk with them, whether it's on a daily basis or, I put here 5 minimum because I have more than 5 underneath me. I try to at least talk to 5 of my distributors a day because I want to know, how are they doing? Do they need any help? What do they need from me? They may be thinking, I'm lost, I don't know what to do, and I just need someone to give me direction. And I would have never known that if I didn't reach out to them, or if they don't reach out to me and just say, help me. Because I'm willing to help anyone to be able to be successful, because I know this business can do that. So staying in contact with distributors is so important. Okay, so the next one is reading 5 pages of a book a day. If you are somebody who likes to read, obviously read more. I'm not a reader really, so I like to get my books on audio, and I just put them on when I'm driving or when I'm taking a shower or something. I don't know, I've just never really been a reader. It's probably because I'm dyslexic and I get my letters mixed up. So my B's look like D's, and my all my letters just kind of mix up a lot. That's why I get my words mixed up. But you push through it. We all have our situations. But when you're reading the 5 pages of a book, go for an inspirational book or a self-development book, because it's going to really kind of take you out of your world that you're in, and kind of encourage you and uplift you to be the best person that you can. If you want a list of books, reach out to me or your upline, or you can even search in any of the team pages, and you'll just search motivational books or books in general, and you'll see a ton of them. Okay, so if you notice that right here, I have all of these up in one section, because those ones are the ones that I try to do on a daily basis. Obviously, if I can't do all of them, I try to do these 6 just because they are the most important, I feel. But the next category is what I try to do on a weekly basis as well. So the next one is wrap someone for the $25 cash. So get the wrap on people. I notice going belly to belly is really, really, really good. It is kind of awkward when you talk to people and be like, I can come over and wrap you, but you never know if somebody, wants to have that extra help in wrapping them. But when you're getting in front of somebody, it's going to be really helpful to be able to talk to them about other products, or really dig deep into why they want to try these products. If you're talking to a customer and they're wanting, let's say the wraps, but really they're wanting to lose pounds, but you're suggesting to them just the wraps, it's probably not the best thing, because the wraps are formulated to really tighten, tone, and firm the areas that you're going to be wrapping below your neck down. So if they want to be actually losing pounds, there are other products that will help with that. And by you asking questions and really getting to know them is how you're going to be able to suggest to them and recommend to them the best products for them. I always talk about this one situation with one of my distributors that I had, and the customer of hers wanted, I believe it was just the wraps at first, and when we started talking to her, we were in the car, and she ended up telling us about all these other things that she wanted to accomplish as well. And it started from a 1 product order to her ordering a pack, which is about 3 products or more. And I believe there's 2 other products that she ordered too. And we would have never known that she had these other situations that she wanted to accomplish unless we started asking all these questions and suggested it. So I always recommend don't just stop with one product, because a lot of our products are made to have sister products with them too. So if you're going to be suggesting, you know, the wraps, the defining gel is a sister product for that. So you're going to be, you know, wrapping every 3 days, and then you can use the defining gel in between those 3 days to really enhance your results. So it's really, really good to obviously know your products, but like I didn't know any of our products when we started, except for the wraps, because I did try the wraps before I started. And I just learned as I went, and I just kind of got familiar with what they are by suggesting them to people. You know, if I ask somebody, you know, are you needing any more energy? Let's say like a mom of twins. Obviously that person probably needs more energy because they have twins and they're babies. Then I can recommend to them the energy drinks and how they're naturally based and only 50 calories. And they're wonderful because you don't have any like crash from it, and they taste like champagne and pear. So I just always recommend that you get in front of people so you can get a little bit more personalized with them too. And you never know, one in front of somebody wrapping somebody may lead up into having a party with somebody as well. So let me go back to my list. Screen share. Okay, so the next one is book or do a vendor event. This is something really, really, really good. I believe in vendor events. Some people do, some people don't. I believe in them because it's good to kind of open up your clientele, as well as get yourself out there talking about products that may make you feel uncomfortable, but may make you potentially get a lot of customers and distributors. I also recommend, while you're going to be doing a vendor event, you have to be personable and you have to be smiling and excited. And I mean, I have done a vendor event that I lift my shirt, I put on a wrap so that people are like, what is that? Like, what are you wearing? I may look like a crazy person, but I don't care, because their opinions about me doesn't matter. As long as, you know, there could be somebody that is struggling with their body frame, or maybe struggling with money, that is standing right behind them. And if I didn't put myself out there and look like a crazy freak, then that person wouldn't have known about our products and wouldn't know about the potential that she or he has with our company. So, book a vendor event. You can find free vendor events. You can just Google free events in my area, or let's say whatever county you're in. Google your county, and most county websites will have events that happen that month in it. Go to your city hall, and they may have an event list. Call your library. The library always has events going on. Like, there's so many different ways you can get into, especially free ones. You can also get into ones that you have to pay for, and pay like for a booth or a table. If you do, get a few other people to come on with you. I always recommend doing a vendor event with people, because the more people you have that are like-minded, the more excited you're going to be about whatever you're going to be, wherever you're going to be going. Okay, so the next one is booking a party. Book a party. Just put yourself out there and ask somebody. If it's your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your best friend, your best friend's boyfriend's sister, you know, whoever it is, just get on and book a party with them, because you never know who's going to be wanting these products. I can't say it enough, because it surprises me every time when somebody like reaches out to me that I had no idea that they were watching my stuff or knew what I was doing, and they're like, so about those wraps, can you tell me more about them? And I'm like, I would have never thought that you would want these. But you can't categorize somebody if they want it or if they don't, because like there are so many people who want this, and we have so many products that may be for somebody that we have a product for everybody, basically, is how I feel. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my screen share. And if you don't know how to do a party, you can actually just Google, go on YouTube, and I'll do a video later on. My video may be up by the time you guys watch this, but having a party is really simple, and you just keep to your party pad. But okay, so the next part I wanted to go over is the third section, which are Sunday IPAs. So I actually categorize these specifically for Sundays, because, let me go back, sorry, coming back to me. Sundays, I believe a Sunday is a day of rest, and I believe that nobody should work on Sundays, because that's how God put it. God made that day for us to be resting, because all the other days we're going to be working really hard. But Sundays for me, no, I don't stop working my business on Sunday, but I focus only on my loyal customers on Sundays. I really focus. I give myself about 30 to 45 minutes on that day, and I focus on them, and that's it. And then I go with my family, and I spend time with my family on Sundays. I'll show you guys a little bit of an insight of how I do my loyal customers and how I keep track of them super quickly. I have a folder. It's really simple. Some people do a like index box holder if you want. I had that for a while, but my son liked to open it up and throw all the index cards everywhere. I do have a 2-year-old, so it didn't really work for me. He would literally go in my purse and like be like, "Ooh," and throw them. So that didn't work. So I did have a folder. I have dividers in it. It's really simple. I do 1 through 6. I do 7 through 12, 13 through 18, 19 through 24, and the 25th. So these are all dates. And I reach out to my loyal customers the week before their auto shipment is going to be ran. I reach out to them and make sure they know about their perk points, make sure they know about any type of special we have, make sure they know about their order coming up and how they like a product. Like that Sundays are my day to really get personal with my loyal customers. I know you guys are all going to ask, so I'm just going to show you. I came up with this. It's really simple. I mean, you can use whatever you want. It just kind of has customer name, customer ID, customer phone number, address, date of enrollment, placement under. So if I place a loyal customer under a different distributor, I can kind of keep track of it through this. Login information. I feel it's very important to have their username and password, because if for any reason, let's say they're out of town, they're like, I'm out of town, I can't really do anything. Just be like, fine, I can do it for you. Don't worry, what would you like me to do, or what you may change a product to. Last 4 of their card, because if you call customer service, they are going to ask for the last 4 of their card. Goals, what are their goals to accomplish? Products that they've wanted to use for the future. A thank you card and a catalog sent to them. And I always put their auto shipment date up here, and if they change it, I will cross it off. And at the very bottom, I just have a little box that says like the month, the product, and the times that I've checked in with them. And then I write basically 6 months. Most of the time I notice people will end after 3 months if you're not keeping up with them. After I started the system, I've had a lot more customers go past their 3 months and even into their 6 months, because I'm reminding them about their perk points that they can get as well. Okay, so that's really simple. That's how I just I have like pocket protectors, what they're called, or laminate sheets, I don't know. And I just print out those sheets that I sent you, and I put all of them in each section. Like there's like 5 of them in here, and then I reach out to them that, like I said, the week before their auto shipment date is going to be ran, and kind of get updated on how they like their products and if they want to try other products, or if we have new products coming out, or whatever it is. Sundays are the days to do that. So let me go back to my screen share, and I'm going to show you guys the 5 things that I have for Sundays that I kind of focus on. So asking runners their weekly goals. So runners are people on your team, distributors on your team, who are really wanting this business to work, are posting on social media, who are, wrapping people, who are getting loyal customers and distributors, people who are really running with the business. There's runners, walkers, and squatters. Runners are those people who I just talked about. Walkers are people who are basically just like there, but not really working. They're just kind of on their own pace, every once in a while doing a post, maybe talking to a few people here and there. And then squatters are people who are just sitting and not doing really anything. They're just, they're not running their auto shipment. They're just they're still active, but they're not, working their business. So asking the runners, what are their weekly goals? This is something that, just really quickly, just be like, this week, how many potential loyal customers are you going to reach out to? Or this week, how many distributors do you want to get? And just by like starting these thoughts and these goals that you're going to be talking with them are going to get them excited, and it's going to get you excited. And share with them your goals too. And really, if they want to get 4 loyal customers this week, awesome. Be like, I think that's wonderful. I'm going to try to match your goal as well. I'm going to try for 4 too. So you guys are doing it together. Perk points for loyal customers. I feel like this is really, really, really important, because perk points can can kind of make or break, I feel like, between that like 3rd and 4th month, because a lot of people will stop running their auto shipment after that 3rd month. But if you let them know that they have perk points, they may potentially run that 4th, even 5th month, because they know that they're going to be getting possible free products. So what perk points are is for every product that you order, you'll get 10% back in a point system, and then your points are equivalent to dollars. So, you know, if you are getting a box of wraps, then the loyal customer, it goes on the point system that we have. So it's 54 BV points that we have on that. So they'd get 5.4 points, and then those 5.4 points would then equivalent to $5 worth of a perk point. So that $5 can be used to have $5 off any product in the future, but they just can't use it on their auto shipment. They have to use it on like an additional order. And then here's the best part, is that after 6 months of consecutive auto shipments, they'll get 50 extra perk points on top of their monthly perk points they're getting. And then after 12 months of running an auto shipment for consistent 12 months, they'll get 150 bonus points on top of those monthly perk points too. So that is $150 that they have off a future order. The reason why I feel like this is really important, because no joke, I have a loyal customer who has been ordering the greens since the day that I started, and I've been in this company for a year and a half since, at this time frame. It's October 2016. And he has almost 400 perk points. That's $400 he has to toward any products, because he has so many. He wants to actually use them all in energy drinks, because he loves our energy drinks too. But $400, can you imagine? And he just got that by ordering every single month, and he got greens every single month. So perk points is very, very, very important. The way that you can find perk points is in your eSuites. You go under reports, then go under tree viewer, and then you can see on the right hand side, you can click in the little box. There's 3 tabs. If you click this, I believe it's the 2nd or 3rd tab, it'll show up your perk points and how many you have. Okay, so next one is thank you cards. I recommend doing thank you cards just because it's very it shows them that you care about them, and I recommend handwriting your thank you cards. Really simple. You can go to Walmart, just go buy, or a dollar store, go buy some really, really basic cards, and I recommend putting a catalog in it as well. Take a catalog and just take this, fold it in half, and put it in one of the envelopes at the post office. I believe the envelopes are like maybe, I think, 15 cents or something like that. I went and I bought about 40 of them at a time, and I got them pre-stamped, so that all I have to do is put a catalog, put a handwritten thank you card in the mail as soon as somebody signs up as a loyal customer with me, so that they'll get it about a week later. And what I do is in the card at the very end, I put, I circled 3 products that I think that you would be interested in. And I keep it just like that at the end of it. And then I go in the catalog itself, and I have a strategy of how I do it, which is I make sure that I circle things that are on the inside of the catalog, so that they open them, because they're going to be curious on like, what 3 products does she thinks I want. But I go in here in the catalog itself, and I circle 3 of them that I do think that they would like. And I also write next to them why I think they'd like it. So for example, you know, I have a friend who is a makeup artist, and she's a loyal customer of mine. I've circled the cleanser for her, and then on the top of it I say, this is great to use for cleaning your makeup brushes. And same thing with like energy drinks. I have a new mom, and she's always talking about how she needs more energy, so I circled the energy drinks, and I just said, I know us new moms could use extra energy. And then I say, and it tastes like pear and champagne with like a wink face, little like champagne glass, because she loves the champagne. So the more personal you are with people, the better you're going to see an outcome. I cannot say that enough, because, you know, this company and this opportunity is not just about making money. It's about, you know, having the relationships and the friendships. So The next one is 5 samples sends out monthly. What that is if you want and if you can, send out 5 samples of maybe like the greens on the go or maybe the wow or whatever it is. Just send out like one sample to 5 different people and write a quick thing, quick card to them, and you know, whether it be you take it to their house or send it in the mail or you know, whatever way that you can get it to them, send out these samples. Because let's say you know somebody who has like really bad headaches or really needs more, like they don't like to eat vegetables, like you can offer them the greens, because the greens is going to help because it's going to be giving you all those nutritions. You know, our greens have 8+ servings of fruits and vegetables in it, and it has all those super foods that'll help as well. Okay, so the last one is staying in contact with loyal customers. I already went over pretty much all that, and I showed you guys my folder of how I kind of stay organized. But those are kind of like my Sundays IPAs. So if you'd like to kind of steal this from me, be my guest. You are more than welcome to. I always, let me see if I can make this a little bit smaller so you guys can just, if you want to screenshot it or whatever you want to do. Okay. If you want to make your own, like I said, this is on Google Sheets, or you can do it on an Excel, or you can just write it down if you want. If you don't have a printer, you can print it if you want. If you don't have a printer, write it down. Just put it in your calendar, or you know, put it on your mirror, or you know, put it in your wallet just by your money to remind you, like, don't forget to do these, or put it on your car visor mirror. I always kind of touch up my makeup throughout the day when I'm in my car, so it's like a reminder. Okay, gotta remember to do that, and then I take a few minutes and do it. So I hope this helped you guys. IPAs. If you want to see your check increase, focus on your IPAs and getting these done. Hold yourself accountable. So when you do them, go in here and check them. You know, if you finished, let's say, oops, that's not even one. Let's say you did these many a day. Great. You've actually done 4 of them in a day. That's wonderful. You're working on your IPAs. So the next day, focus on the ones that you haven't done. So let's say you finish these ones. And so you'll start seeing that you are really growing your business and growing the potentials that you have as well by using these IPAs. So if you guys have any questions or anything, you can comment below or reach out to your upline, and I really hope that this helped a lot. So have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys on my next video.